Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a breakthrough mission on Hill 112, and today I'm going to be attacking the hill with Bubble Box defending. I'm going to be playing on the Axis side with the 9th Panzer, and Bubble Box is playing defense with the 101st Airborne, which should be rather interesting. So, got to decide where I want to attack first of all. So I did play a quick game against Bubble before, and basically that was like the first time we played the game mode. So we decided to play again, this time him a lot more familiar with it. And last time I attacked up on the right side. So very tempted to just attack the left now instead. This town is a lot easier for me to assault than this one. This one suits the 101st a lot better because there's just plenty more buildings, short sight lines, all that kind of stuff. Whereas this one, if I put a bunch of tanks here, for example, I can just hammer the side of these buildings. So let's get some speed troop down anyway. I have a couple of squads go up and unload, and we'll have them just sort of run across the field towards these buildings. I'm going to have some Panzer 1Cs as well to support. You'll bring them all up and just have them like attack move forwards. I do kind of want to have a distraction elsewhere, might maybe set up a small attack on the right side just to keep him occupied and make sure he has actually diverted resources here. So I may go for like a little Panzer or Flampanzer push plus some infantry on the right side. So we'll go for like Pioneers, the Panzergrenadier. Might go for like a second unit of Pioneers there with a Flampanzer as support. Maybe even a mortar to go with it, but I don't want to invest too much. So we'll make that all go and attack this city here, or town, more like. Then I'm going to place like a little Panzer battle group somewhere over here, but I'm not entirely sure where because I don't want it to be spotted from the get-go. So I might just sort of do it in this field maybe. I might put them down in these hedges. Although I do kind of want it to be on the road as well. Maybe just do it a little bit further back. Or I could just bring it in as and when I need it. But at the same time, maybe I need them at the start from the get-go. So let's just go for like Panzer 4s down here. We'll go for like 3 Panzer 4s. We'll go Panzer 2. I do have an artillery Panzer 4 on this division, so we'll bring that in as well. Then what we want to do is bring in both of these mortars. They will definitely be helpful. And then we want to focus on our infantry. Going to bring in probably a couple of Flampanzers actually. Might have one go to the right, one go to the left. Just got to be careful first of all though. Make sure we have the recon in place in order to push up, because I don't want to be caught out by AT guns, and the majority of my units are motorized. If you look at my anti-tank tab, I actually don't have any AT guns in phase A, and that's a purposeful thing because I don't think I'm going to be up against many tanks, and I don't need the anti-tank to stop them attacking me, because I'm going to be the aggressor. So I decided to go for like Panzerschrecks instead, alongside Pack 40s in the later phase. I've also got a Marder popped in here, and somebody asked if I could basically bring in some Marders in one of my gameplays, so I might actually just do it in this one. It's going to be out of range, I think, of pretty much every AT gun he can bring in phase A, so alongside some recon, that might actually work quite well. I'm going to need some recon on this right side, actually. That's one thing I'm missing. So we'll bring up some recon, and I'll unload it here. We'll just have these guys sort of come up and hang out on the side of the road until we have something to attack. Cool. This one can unload up here, which I might try and go a little bit further, although it might be a bit risky. We'll unload there, that's fine. Then we need to sort out the orders for all of these things. So we got Panzer 1s have orders, we got the Spear Troop have orders, Panzer 1 orders. Again, these are going to just be waiting around. They're going to be waiting around. And this Flampanzer can start to move to the right, I think. Bubble started the game, so that's gonna leave us with a little bit of extra units to work with at the start of the game. Maybe we go for the SDKFZ 251-17s. Oh yes, there's double Mustang at the start. So let's bring in some more AA. We already have, I think, one AA here. Yeah. Okay. So that is a Mustang bomber as well. Oh wow, there's a lot of Air Force coming in at the start. Interesting. Right, so we got the AA, which is good. I'm going to need the infantry now. So, let's go Pioneers with the Panzergrenadiers. We'll try and make that work. I might keep some sort of units spare, just in case. Alright. My speed troop were destroyed on the left here, I think? Yeah. Right, the air's coming in again. What I'm going to do though is actually bring up a Storch, and I'm going to replace those speed troop. Basically focus down my recon, which is actually really good for him because it means that his AT guns are going to be a lot more effective if I can't see them. I'm going to make a little push on that right side. We do have the Storch coming over. It should help out. Then we can start moving forwards the Panzer 1s. Start moving forwards the Marder. I'll have my little combo come up soon as well. Oh yeah, we spotted that on the hill there, which is interesting. I might even fire down at this town here. Yeah, you can see that. Alright, so we're gonna try and push on that. Cool. Done well there. Now we just need to keep pushing through. Need to get these mortars into range of that AT gun as soon as I can. I'm not sure what they're going for in terms of bombing, but I do have plenty of AA, so the Mustangs aren't going to do too much. They might scare off my Storch. Actually, they're going to shoot it down. Okay, fair enough. Didn't expect it to actually die, but I guess they are pretty weak, so there we go. Well, let's try and get these tanks up now. I'm going to move them all around. Start moving forwards. Over here as well. Oh god. At least we have line of sight. Get the mortars on target. Come on, get out of line of sight. Nice. Right, we took out the AT gun, which is good. Get them back into the building there. He's going for some counter battery, which is perfectly fine by me. Airborne engineers are in a pretty decent location there, but not going to stop my infantry from demolishing him. And once we take out the next AT gun, we should be in a pretty good spot, because we can probably break through pretty hard. Oh, those bombers actually doing quite a lot of damage. Got line of sight from the Marder though, so that's going to do the job for me, which is nice. Try and just push through with the 251. Good stuff. Right, we're definitely blitzkrieging this flank, let's tell you that much. But let's try and push through here, where he's not necessarily expecting it right now. We could probably get up pretty damn far, honestly. Seems like that was like the majority of his defense. Let's now get all of these units to just sort of rush forwards. I'm going to have this half-track go all the way up the left side of the map. I'm going to need the infantry to continue to move forwards. Let's get the Panzer to move around there. Cool. We're doing well. We're doing really well. I might even be able to get all the way up to the hill. Pushing through 101st. The Blitzkrieg has worked. I mean, my Panzer IVs haven't really done anything yet, honestly. Gonna keep a couple of them going. I'm gonna need my Panzer II to keep up. The other thing I could do actually is pick up some of these units that are left behind in order to allow them to remain relevant. So I've taken this sort of left flank, or right flank, sorry. I can kind of ignore his units on this right side and maybe just go up. I think I might do that. We do have double howitzer here, or double mortar even. That Pathfinder failed as well. Oh, those Mustangs. If they get on target onto one of those Panzers for a significant amount of time, they're going to do a lot of damage. We still have 50 points to spare, honestly. A Panzer's found itself a target, so we're gonna deal with that. Oh, there goes my Panzer. Just try and get all of this stuff up onto the hill if we can. My infantry can just try and keep up. Well, that pioneer got absolutely wrecked. Right, we're gonna go and hold this hill, so let's get these units into position. Gonna need this speed troop to move up to the right side. And we're gonna bring in the last of my recon. Cool. Doing pretty well. There is 20 seconds until phase B, but I don't think that he's going to be able to defend in time. Our attack was just too damn strong. And taking out his AT gun just left him completely vulnerable. There's two on this right side that just weren't an issue for me. The Pathfinders are trying to do something to my Panzer, but not going to matter. We've held the hill, broken through. 1 minute left. He's just reached phase B. He comes in with like a massive Air Force strike. It's going to be nuts. We haven't even used this off map. Oh, here comes the Thunderbolt. Let's try and RT that. Oh, Thunderbolt gets forced to fall back before it can even hit my mortars. Let's try and hit the M1 gun there before it kills off my 250-117. Oh, the Panzer IV's being wrecked as well. The double mortar combo coming in to save the day. Oh, ouch. 1 second left, and that is game. Wow. The kills and losses were actually pretty similar. I think just at the end there, like losing those tanks was what caused it to be so similar, but my kills overall, I think I bypassed like a lot of his units. We killed 3 M1 guns on that flank, and in the end it just, I think he spread out too much. Like, if you imagine having all of those AT guns just like on that top hill part there, you definitely have a much stronger defense. But we managed to break through pretty damn quick. And yeah, I think just pushing through that town was a very easy way to negate the 101st's advantage. It went really quite well. But yeah, Bubble Box there saying you can post that one if you want. I think I need practice in this mode. Yeah, it's definitely very different to normal, that's for sure. You've got to basically make multiple lines of defense that if your original one is overcome, you at least can delay until your reinforcements arrive. Whereas in this case, I broke through his initial defense and just went up onto the hill and it was game over. Whereas if he'd had like an AT gun at each level, then I would have had to consider that every time I was pushing forwards. But instead he was just had them all too spread out at the bottom hill early on. So yeah, concentrating your points is, I think, a lot better than having them that spread out, especially when you don't necessarily know where the attack's coming from straight away. Like, deploying all your troops at the start isn't something that I feel is actually a good practice in this game mode, even though I tried to do it against the AI. But that's just because the AI, I think, in general would attack across the entire map rather than just in one location. But yeah. But yeah, I'm sure I will get Bubblebox or someone else to play with me again in the future on this game mode. But in the meantime, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.